So you do adult content, traditional content. How many scenes have you done?
Maybe less than 50.
It's a new guy every scene, or is it like you will do repeat?
Sometimes it's repeating.
Okay. And you do scenes with men, with women, or?
I don't do girls, I just do men. I started in May, so I was 19.
And before that, were you doing OF, or it started about the same time?
I was in nursing school, and I was doing OF in my senior year of college, because it was like, I couldn't be a CNA anymore, because it was like long shifts, and like nursing school's hard.
Okay.
So I started,
my God.
and then I liked it.
Speak to me.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's hard. Of course it's hard. Have you seen the money? The pay is amazing. See, that's girls and boys. If something's hard and you quit, that's disgusting. Like, why are you giving up?
It's hard, but here's certain things there are some who don't see. Is it worth it in the end?
Of course it is. And this is why I chose nursing, okay?
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Okay.
So, the economy crashed, right?
Yes.
Everyone was losing their jobs, but guess what? People are always sick. People are always giving birth. People are always dying.
Yes.
So there's always a job for you.
Yes.
You know, and there's multiple fields for nursing. It could be kids, older people. You know, if you're tired from the hospitals, you can go to a school district. You know, and you'll always have a job. That's how I see it. You know, and if you have kids in the future, if they're sick, you don't gotta wait for some nurse. You know what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, hopefully you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I will.
Ding.
We don't gotta hope.
All right. So, okay. So, her being super young, I'm assuming at 18 she was on the OF. So, you're, I guess, for your age right now, where you are, what is your full, unbiased, and then biased opinion on OF? OnlyFans.
I think it's for a bunch of losers who are unsuccessful. You know, oh, I tried this, I couldn't do it, it was too hard. So I'm gonna rely on this. I know I could do it, but I've never, you know what, this school. You know, I've thrown my books so many times. I've cried, and I'm like, this shit. But I don't want to be known as that. You know, because you die with a name. You're born with your name. But it's not the same name that you're born with. You die with a different name. You know, people know you as something different. And I don't want to be known as that. That's embarrassing. I care about my reputation a lot. You know, when I was younger, I was a mess. But I was always focused on school. And when I was 18, I was taking Anatomy 1. I was focused on my nursing. So age doesn't matter. Because I wasn't like that.
That is so true.
You know?
Damn. And then at 19, she's doing all the extra stuff with all the extra men that have been in her.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's a little crazy, but psychologically, it could be deeper. It could be maybe her dad wasn't in the picture.
Okay.
You know, some family issues, and there's some girls who just rely on men for attention because they lacked out with their dads. You know, some of them just... And I guess it depends, because some of them either change it where they're like, oh, I'm never going to find a man like my dad, or they seek men that are similar to their dads. You know, so I'm hoping for her sake, maybe it's something psychological, but if you're doing it just because life is hard, and now you're messing with hard shit, literally, that is disgusting.
Yeah, that's intense. Let's hear what all else she has to say.
And then I graduated, and I was like, being a nurse, and I was like, this is so 30-year-old woman. I was like, I'm gonna go do. Now I'm like 20, and like I have such a lovely time performing that it's like sometimes I think I was like destined to be. Like I just.
Oh my god.
So you.
Oh.
Who the fuck is born to be a porn star? Like.
She's performing, okay?
That doesn't matter. Performing, there's a camera on, there's not. You're still doing the act.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
Damn. But I'm assuming for how much... So, I want to see it from her... that's a little weird. To see how... Hopefully what she thinks, who she's spoken to, who have been in that for a long time, who have been like, okay, I'm going to do it for this long. I'm going to stack up. I'm going to invest into something else. But I think with that, if you invest money from a certain thing, certain, I guess, if you're going to invest into something, they see where that money is from.
Yes.
I would say it's like buying a car. If you're like, oh, I'm going to put half down. Of course, they're like, okay, you worked here for X amount of years. Here's where it's from. But for her, yeah, I did that. Boom, here's that. I'm assuming, hopefully, that's her deal in life. But how would you, I guess, your true opinion on if you were with a man who's a porn star you did not know?
Oh, first of all, I would know. I am Miss FBI. I find out everything.
Miss FBI?
Yes.
So you're a Fed?
Huh?
Are you a Fed?
My Fed? Yeah.
Oh,
I know
okay.
everything about this. No, just kidding. No. I know everything. There's just some things I choose to bring to the table, like bring up, but others I keep to myself in case a scenario gets brought up and it's something that I know, but he doesn't think that I know. And he'll be like, oh, yeah, you know, this and this. I'll be like, oh, actually, that's a lie because here you go.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I take screenshots of everything in case a situation gets brought up. And I'll just flip my phone and be like, do me a favor and read that and see if the answer is still the same.
Shit.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't be with a guy that's a porn star. That's disgusting.
That is crazy. I do wonder if certain girls out there look for somebody who has a lot of experience and go,
Oh, yeah.
wow, I haven't had that. I haven't done this. I haven't felt that before in my life.
Oh yeah, I feel like nowadays girls, like if a guy says I'm a virgin, they're like, ew.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it matters because that when you have a guy I know body count, guys have a harder time with it for like girls bringing it up.
Okay.
But why would you want someone who has a lot of experience? Like, if you're not teaching him a new move or something, but he already knows it all, I'm like, wow. Ew. You know, like, what the fuck?
Interesting. So how do you see us, how we actually think that, like, oh, she's like her on the screen? I would say at the time this is being shot, let's just say a lot, but I'm sure right now she's at maybe 80 to like 100.
Yeah.
How intense is that?
Well, I guess for me, when it comes to men, I think we've had this conversation before. I love innocent men. Like, I don't like men who've been used and all that stuff. Like, I just like not immature, but you're just new to everything. Like, if like I grab your hand and they're like nervous and stuff.
You though, it's weird because how spicy you are.
I know.
That's like opposite. So, but it goes with how you want them to be.
I'm a
how
control
you
freak.
are.
That's what it
Yes.
is. Yeah, because I want you to act a certain way for your sake.
Okay.
Because if you go out of line, you will get back in check. You will get back in check, or you'll get sent out.
Shit.
Yeah, and especially because I have so much on my plate right now.
Okay.
If you're not there to help me, then I don't need you.
So what happened when you guys broke up and then you got back together, like up top?
So because I always think about my future, and I do admit, I know most of the time that I am the problem, because if there's something that bothers me, instead of talking it out, I'll just leave. Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to hear the explanation because it's fucking stupid. And I'm a very, women naturally are very emotional people.
Yeah,
So
it's annoying.
What?
It's annoying. Emotions are garbage.
No, yes, and emotions are, yeah. But I am an emotional thinker, not a logical thinker. So,
Oh.
yes.
So you would be the one who would just like out of rage.
Yes,
Yeah, you wouldn't even, you just red. You just see red?
Yes, I don't care what. Like, if I knew that you had a hard day, someone died, something happened,
Yeah.
that all goes out of my head, and I think about what just happened, and I get fucking rude. You know, I'd be like, fuck you, your mama, and your kids. You know, I'll be saying all of this, and I get so mad. And the guy that I'm with right now, and it took me a long time to notice this.
Okay, because I'm about to. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm about to.
He
Go
puts
in.
up a fight with me, and me back then would have never allow that to happen. But because he challenges me a little bit, I've calmed down. I've never seen myself like this. And because of that, I feel like we just click. Like I don't remember the last time I've really blown up ever since that, but it was just because of his car. You know, I was like, why do you have this? I don't agree with it. But that's like, his car is my version of shopping. And I wasn't thinking about that. You know, he's like, I spent all my money on shopping. I'm like, well, don't worry about me. I'm worried about you. But he had every right to be worried about that too, because I don't save money. You know, I just spend it. Yeah, but that's why I'm going to school. I have a plan, so I'll be fine once I'm done with everything. But I knew that was my fault, and that's why I say I'm a very hard person, because I go off of emotion.
But it seems you are still open-ish to what and how it is, as in, hey, you should save. Or you're like, oh, you're doing that. I see the correlation, as in shopping and cars and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely opened my mind a lot, because like, if we argue, he'll be like, hey, well, you know what, I think this, and I'm like, oh, you think so? And I
can't think.
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
can't have a thought with
opinions
my
of me were never allowed. I'm like, I don't care what you say. Like, if I had...
How long have you and him been seeing each other? Because it seems either school or like actual like hard life came in and you're like, damn. Or how?
Well, it's funny because we've been dating for a year now, but we've talked like, you know, a few months prior then, but a lot of stuff has happened within a year. You know, I've started this program. I have one more semester into my nursing program, so I'm stressed. And when I'm stressed, I'm not a nice person. You know, like I'm very emotional, so when I have stuff happening, you know, I got another job thinking that I could do it. And I can do it. It's just I have to get used to the pattern, you know?
Yeah.
And I have school, homework. School's not hard. It's just the homework that you got to do at home. But he has experienced me just going to community college with, you know, just anatomy, just one class, to all of this. And that has been
a big change.
Yeah, a big change. But he knows how to handle it all. And I think that's amazing, because a lot of men can't. Like, I'm telling you, I am so difficult, very difficult. But it's like karate. Like, you just know where they're going to hit. And you're like blocking everything.
Yeah.